Take 5 with Ricovibes, the ultimate in entertainment. Live interviews, social commentary, and so much more. Go tell somebody you're now locked into Take 5 with Ricovibes.
What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Ricovibes, and welcome to this edition of Take 5. I got a very special returning guest in the building, a gospel singing sensation, Miss Cassandra. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's
How
good.
are you?
I'm doing okay.
Great.
When did we last speak? It was over a year ago, right?
Yes, it's over a year.
So what have you been doing in that year?
Making music.
Making music. That's what you do best?
Yes, that's what I do best. Outside of insurance. Yes,
outside of insurance, okay.
Yes.
So you're an insurance salesperson by day?
Yes.
And a gospel artist every other time?
That's correct.
Gotcha. I know we spoke about this before, but how long have you been doing music?
Oh my God. Almost all of my life.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So it's what you always wanted to do as a...
Always.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that what you did in high school? Is that what you did in school?
That's what I did in high school. I used to sing at all the concerts at school. Anytime there is a pop-up concert or someone needs, a singer for a wedding or a birthday, I'm the girl.
And it was always gospel music?
No.
Okay.
I don't just... So I do record just gospel music for now, but if I have to go to a wedding or a birthday celebration or whatever, I'm open to R&B and stuff like that. Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist?
I'm an old school girl.
Okay.
Anita Baker, Tony Braxton, Whitney Houston.
So real
Those
singers.
are my
Real singers.
That is correct.
So I just hear you do all females. How about some male artists?
I do male too. I love Tevin Campbell.
Okay.
Yes, he's one of my all-time favorite male.
Okay.
Boys to Men,
So those are all real singers.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. So you got into the secular music. I mean, you got into gospel music from secular.
Yes.
When you came to Atlanta, did you immediately get into it or?
No, it wasn't immediately. When I moved to Atlanta back in 1994.
Wow, you've been here for a minute.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm officially a Georgia peach.
So you were here when it was considered country.
Yes, it was very country.
Yeah.
Yes. I moved here when you could walk down the street and say, good morning. Everybody would say, good morning, good evening. Don't try that
So you've seen the growth.
I have.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Okay.
So when we first moved here from New York in 1994, I did hook up with this producer in Atlanta. This guy that my auntie was dating at the time, he knew the guy and he actually referred us to the guy. Okay. I had about 6 R&B songs at the time because I had started writing in Jamaica.
Okay.
And I recorded about 3 or 4 songs with him. He said he was going to take the music to Bahamas, get it done, mixed and mastered nicely, and, put it on a CD. And my stepfather at the time went ahead and gave him the money. And I
guess you never heard from him again.
He got sick the whole time he was in the Bahamas. Wow. So then he came back with the little Maxwell CD with the 3 songs. He got somebody to do like a rap on one of the songs, and that was basically it. Just as how he left with the songs, that's how they came back.
What year was this?
This was about 1996, 97, somewhere around there.
Okay. So at least that did not discourage you. You continued.
No, it did not. I continued, and I was in a 3-girl group with another producer that I got introduced to. That was short-lived.
Okay.
So that was another opportunity that did not work out for me. And so after a while, I was just like, let me just take a break from it. And then I started going, to church. My church, I was singing on the choir and, everything. And I just started the gospel from there.
Okay.
And then my mom confirmed it, like I told you the last time in the last interview. Yes. She confirmed that that's that I'm supposed to be doing gospel. Wow. So that's where everything took off.
So where have you performed other than here in Atlanta? Where have you performed anywhere around the world?
I performed in Guyana.
Okay.
I shared stage with Travis Green.
Oh. Yeah,
there was a big concert. Oh my goodness, time flies so fast. I think it was back in 2018, 2017, 18, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. I've never seen so many people in my entire life in person.
Wow. At the show?
At the show. It was over 10,000 people in the audience. It was a big stadium, and I was like,
so that's the most people you ever performed.
Yes.
Were you nervous?
Well, yes. I mean, no matter how many times you go on stage, you still have this little nerve when you when you first get on, and then But yeah, it was an experience.
Wow. So you're not Guyanese, you're from Jamaica.
I'm from Jamaica. Yes.
Jamaica. Okay. I don't know why I always thought you were Guyanese.
I don't know.
So you performed there. So any place else around the world?
No, that's the only place outside of the United States that I've.
Do you have any dreams, any goals to perform any place in particular?
Oh yes, my dream is to just travel the world and do my thing.
Okay, so you write, you do your own writing.
I write. Okay.
Are you hard on yourself when you write or when you produce?
Well, sometimes it just depends. Majority of the times, no, I'm not really. Because when I put when I'm in that writing mode, it comes. Right. So, it's not really a big deal for me.
Right.
But when I'm not in that mode and I'm like, I'm trying to push it, then yes, that's when.
Where do you draw from when you're writing? What do you draw from? Everyday life experiences?
Everyday life experiences. Sometimes I will just be there and a song will just pop in my head and I'll just,
And you write it down?
And I'll just write it.
So you just always have a notepad or something with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I know you have kids as well. And I think one of your daughters sing as well?
Yes. Two of them sing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Did you push them in that direction or did they just naturally?
Naturally.
Okay.
The younger one, they both have beautiful voices in their own, their own way. Yeah. The eldest one, she used to back up for me back in the days. She doesn't do that anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't think that she's so much interested in singing.
Gotcha.
But the younger one, she now prefers to rap than to sing.
Really?
Yeah.
So she rap gospel or
no?
Oh, she rap secular. Okay. Do you agree with that?
She's 19 years old, so
So you're not one of those parents who push them into.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, I got you.
I try to steer my children in the right direction that I think they should go in, but at the end of the day, they have to make the decision that makes them happy.
Gotcha. Talk about working with Nanimus. I know Nanimus is one of your inspirations.
Yes.
Talk about working with him.
Working with Nanimus is a joy. Nanimus is like a big brother to me. So he has inspired me a lot. I basically started my gospel music with Nanimus.
Gotcha.
When he introduced me to Sela Music. We were both under that same label, and that's where I actually started my career in gospel music.
Gotcha.
So he's been a great inspiration for me. He actually kind of took me out of my shell with that last song that we did on the highest praise rhythm. Yeah. I never knew I could DJ, but
How long did it take you to record that song?
Actually, we recorded the song in about 2 hours.
Really?
Yes.
So you did all that DJ and it just came out of you?
He actually, so he and I started writing the song at my home before we went to the studio. So I had already started, getting it done. Right. The second verse was not finished. That was finished at the studio while I was recording.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what keeps you going though? What keeps you motivated?
Just the positive people around me. I have a great producer, a great engineer who pushes me.
Gotcha.
He pushes me to do more with my singing career. Because, Rico, it's not easy, especially in the gospel realm. There's just so much competition and so much to contend with. And sometimes you get discouraged and you feel like, you know what?
Why am I doing this?
Exactly. Yeah. But he pushes me. He lets me know that, listen, you can go far. Your voice is beautiful. You're beautiful, and he's been a very, 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 very big help to me where my music is concerned. And I think that's another reason too why I just keep going. And so once I start and I have one song out, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do another song. And then I'm ready to, so it's like, I keep going higher and higher up.
Setting the bar higher.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Talk about your latest singles.
So I have 2 singles that were released this year. One I think I released in I think it was, oh my God, don't get me lying. It was early in the year. I want to say maybe in April or May.
Okay.
Or somewhere around there. It's called Praising God.
Right.
A producer from Kenya had reached out to me after he heard my song Watching Over Me from the Highest Praise Rhythm.
Really?
Yes. He reached out to me and he said that there was a project that they were working on and he would like for me to be a part of it.
Wow.
So I said, sure, that's great. Kenya? Wow, of course. So he sent me the rhythm. I brought it to my producer and we said, okay, let's do it. Mm-hmm. So Praising God, that's how that song came about.
Gotcha.
I was inspired to do Praising God, the song called Praising God, because sometimes we go through so much in our lives, especially us as, artists. Mm-hmm. People may see us on stage just, singing and giving God praise all the time and they think, oh, everything is so perfect, but it's really not. I think we go through the most sometimes, but you don't know.
I consider artists to be special people.
There you go.
I work a lot with artists, so they're special.
Yeah. So, and sometimes you get to that point where you feel like, oh my God, are you here? Are you hearing me? Right. You feel dismayed, you feel down, you feel like you don't want to praise God. But as the Bible says, in everything you do, you have to give God praise.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my producer and I came up with that song. We actually wrote the song together.
Okay.
And yeah.
So you are a Christian?
I am.
In the traditional sense of being a Christian.
Yes, I am.
Because we have different meanings. In America, they have a different meaning for Christianity.
Yes.
Versus us as Caribbean folks.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see this song going, and where do you see your career going with it?
I see it reaching. Mm-hmm. I see it reaching nations. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of it getting to the right ears. I at this point, I'm just doing the songs and putting them out and just doing my part as far as promotion and hope that one day. Right. I don't think that God gave me this gift just to give it to me to just write songs and leave them out there. I know that one day it's going to get to where it needs to get to.
Right. As in secular music, visuals are very important to the music and to the business.
Correct.
Is it the same way in gospel music?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
I mean, because I don't know what the realm of thinking is in gospel, because obviously sometimes they say visual is more superficial. And so I just wanted to get an idea of what you think about it in terms of the gospel space.
Visual is always going to be at the forefront. I mean, people like to see things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I strongly believe that, and this is one of the reasons why I do a video for each song that I put out. Because sometimes when you're just singing just words, it may come over to someone else as just words. But if they see a video and they see the depth of the video, it shows them the story in a different light. You know what I mean?
So do you write with that in mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you're thinking about the visual and the treatment, who comes up with the idea for the treatment for the song in terms of the visual?
My producer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have an input, of course.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes. And I trust him that much that, I know that if he says, Cassie, this is what I see for the song, or this is what I think we should do, whatever. I'm not going to go behind him and say, oh, no, I don't see that. Unless that's the case.
Gotcha.
But most of the times, that's not the case.
Okay. Do you have a wish list of artists that you want to work with?
Honestly, not really.
Really?
No. Okay. No, I don't. I just feel like, if whatever way that God paves and whoever I meet along the way, then, that would be my blessing at that time. Right. You did ask about my second single.
Yes.
Which is called Set Me Free.
Okay.
There are two versions to that song, actually. The first version was a version that I did by myself. Mm-hmm. And the second version, I added Anonymous. Okay. So it's a kind of, add a little more flair.
Give it a street cred.
Exactly. Right. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That one was released on August 1st. Okay. I think it was August 1st. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, these dates are going by so fast.
This year is going by so quickly.
So fast. Yeah. So, that is the next song that I recently released out, Set Me Free.
What is your plans for the rest of the year and beyond, of course?
Okay, so the next song that I'll be working on is a song for my mom.
Okay.
Yes, I've always wanted to do a song for my mother. And
is she an artist as well, or can she
No,
sing?
she's not. Well, she tells everybody that I got my talent from her, but you know.
Of course you will. Right.
But yeah, so that's the next song that I'm getting ready to record. I'm also working on an EP.
Okay.
I'm trying to get that done. I don't know if it's going to be done before the year ends because we only have 3 months left in the year, and the days are going by like there's no tomorrow. So maybe like at the beginning, early of next year.
Gotcha.
Yes, I'll have that done. But the next song that I'll be doing is for my mom.
Okay. Do you have a title for it yet or anything?
Yes, it's called Mama, I Love You.
Okay.
Yes.
That's simple.
Yes, it's simple, nice and sweet.
Right. Wow. So you have an EP that you're working on. Do you have a working title for that EP?
That one I'm kind of in between.
Right.
I don't want to just choose a name.
Gotcha.
I want it to come to me.
Got
I want it to make sense. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So yeah, I haven't finalized the title for it as yet.
Okay.
And I have a few more songs that I need to record that to go with it as well. So
how many songs do you think is gonna be? How many songs are you recording, and how many songs do you think is gonna make it to the EP?
So I've done 3 already. I think I just want to do like 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So.
Cool. In years to come, I mean, you look like a very young lady. So
very young.
Years to come. And I know you have grown kids, but you keep yourself well.
Thank you.
In years to come, what would you like your legacy to be? And how would you like to be remembered as an artist?
Honestly, Rico, I would like to leave a legacy behind that if no one else, my children, my children's children,
gotcha.
Can look back and say, oh, wow, my grandmama, she did well. She has, nice music that inspires people to live a good Christian life. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Gotcha. Inspiration for when they're down when they're down and out and they feel like they just can't go no more. My grandmama was that woman to create those songs to inspire someone.
That's a good legacy.
Yeah.
It's a good legacy. Whenever I see you either working, you're always working.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun? Do you ever let your hair down, so to speak?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm just because I've always seen work mode.
I know, yeah. So I work Monday through Friday at the office. On the weekends, I'm off.
Gotcha.
So just depends on what mood I'm in. I could just get up today and say, hey, I feel like going to the park. I feel like, going to the movies or, I want to go out to dinner or,
So do you cook and all that stuff yourself?
Ooh, yes, of course. I'm a great cook.
Are you?
Yes.
Everybody.
No,
listen, everybody said they're a great cook.
No. Listen, guys, listen, don't let these nails and these heels fool you, okay? I can throw down in that kitchen.
Okay. I mean, most Jamaican ladies can cook. And especially if you're country Jamaican.
Yes. Especially if you grew up with your grandparents.
Better yet.
Yes.
Better yet. What's your favorite dish?
I actually don't have a favorite dish.
Okay.
But I do love oxtails. I love seafood.
Okay. So she's talking all the expensive
All
stuff.
the expense, yes,
Seafood is expensive.
Yes.
Oxtail is very expensive. Expensive stuff. Okay.
Yes, but I like what I like.
It is what it is. We can't fight it.
That's
right. It is what it is. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I practice. I mean, I don't eat cow feet.
Gotcha.
I don't eat that trap and bean stuff that they talk about.
Right.
There's certain things I don't eat,
Gotcha.
but majority of our food I eat.
And I take it you taught your kids how to cook as well.
Well,
that didn't sound too good.
No. Okay, so this is okay. So for me, when I was growing up, my mother is a great cook. Mm-hmm. My dad is a great cook. Mm-hmm. I grew up with my mom though.
Okay.
So I was always in the kitchen with my mother when she's cooking.
Okay.
I will be on top of the counter, and she's over there by the stove doing her thing, and I just sit and watch her. I never had to call my mom at any point and say, "Mommy, how do you cook this or how do you cook that?"
So you was just a sponge.
I was just a sponge that just sucks everything up. And as I go, something will come to my mind and say, "Hey, maybe if you do this that way, it might taste good.
Got it.
And then I just do it and I experiment, and hey, it is what it is.
So there's another side of you.
Exactly.
Which is what I was trying to get at.
Yes, there's another side of me. Okay. Yeah, of course. But you have to really know me to know that side.
Got it. Okay. So after the EP, what's next for you?
After the EP, I'm going to definitely work on an album. That will be my first album ever.
Really?
So, yes.
So it's always been singles?
It's always been singles. I had one EP out before.
Okay.
And then everything else was singles. Okay. So I'm definitely going to be looking to do an album after the EP.
Are you planning on working with various producers or just your core producer?
I don't know. My producer right now is the bomb. He is the best.
Sometimes the variety is better.
No. He is that versatile.
The producers, I'm not fighting you. I'm
producer,
just saying.
You know who you are.
I'm just saying.
He is the best.
He's the best.
He's a versatile.
Gotcha.
He's the best.
Gotcha. What advice do you have to give to young upcoming individuals? One, for the life of Christianity, and two, as an artist.
Okay, so number one, for the life of Christianity, my belief is that I'm not a holier than thou person. I'm a person.
Gotcha.
I'm a person before I'm a Christian. Okay. I believe in Jesus Christ, of course. But I live my life how I want to live my life. I don't live my life surrounded by what, church people has to say, or how they think that I should dress, and how they think that
Gotcha.
that I should dress, how they think I should.
Traditional.
No, the traditional way,
right,
no.
Right.
I feel as if, everybody is grown enough. We know what is right from what's wrong. We are all responsible for our own sins. So live your life the best way that you know how, that is going to be pleasing to you and God, not to you and anybody else.
Gotcha.
And as far as an artist, if you want to, if you're an upcoming artist, do what God gives you to do.
That's it. Simple.
It doesn't have to reach the world, but it can reach one. And as long as it reaches one, that's good. Because you're reaching somebody. Absolutely.
Where do folks follow you? Where can they get your music?
Okay, so I have a YouTube channel. It's under Cassandra Keise, or Cassandra Keise Music. My last name is a little funny, so
yeah, spell it for the folks.
I will spell it.
Yeah.
So it's Cassandra, Cassandra, Keise.
Okay.
Or Cassandra Keise Music. I'm also on Instagram, and my handle is at Keise Cassandra, which is kind of flipped around. I'm also on Facebook, Cassandra Keise, and I'm also on TikTok, Cassandra Keise Music. Okay.
So I've been calling you Cassie all this time. Do you not go by that name anymore in terms of professionally?
I still do.
Okay.
I still go by Cassie. I'm always going to be Cassie. That's the name that I have been, I grew up with.
Okay.
However, I noticed that there's another person whose name is Cassie, who's a singer.
Okay. Is that the Didi?
Yes.
Okay. We don't want to go there.
Right. And so I'm trying to differentiate myself.
Gotcha.
So if I tell somebody to go to my page, then that's not who's going to pop up. So that's why I started using Cassandra Keise. Yeah.
Okay. So it's Cassandra Keise.
Yes.
Well, it's always a pleasure talking to you.
It's always
refreshing.
You.
I'm looking forward to the music. I heard the songs and I like them. I love them. By the way.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the EP.
Yes.
When it does drop, I'd like you to come back and talk about everything.
Most definitely.
On it. The videos as well. I'm looking forward to seeing more videos, more visuals.
Definitely.
And all that. And I'm looking forward to some collaborations other than Anonymous.
Yes. That's coming too.
That's coming.
Yeah, that's in the making.
All right. So look in the camera and tell the folks what you need to tell them before you go. I'm putting you on the spot, I know.
You're putting me on the spot. Oh my God, what do I tell you? Yes, guys. So also, like I stated earlier in the part of the interviews, that I do sing gospel. I do gospel music. However, I do weddings, funerals, birthdays. If you need your singer, I'm your girl. I just don't do, vulgarities, but I do, great R&B songs. I'm an old school R&B girl, so I do like the real R&B music from
real
Anita
singing.
Baker, real singing. Anita Baker, Toni Braxton, Whitney Houston, Patti LaBelle, all of those. And I'm your girl. Again, my information will be on my Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. Cassandra Keise. Thank you guys so much for having me, and please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, like, comment, let me know what your thoughts are about my songs, my music. I do take constructive criticism as long as you're constructive. So, I would appreciate that as well.
With that said, it comes to the end of another edition of Take 5. My special guest today, Cassandra. I'm not going to say Cassie anymore. Cassandra Keise. All right. Make sure you follow her on Instagram and all her social media. And also catch me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. We'll catch you next time on another edition of Take 5.
All right.
We got to give praise to the Most High God for all that He has done. This is Cassandra Keise. While I live for His glory, I will be praising God. Yes, I live by His mercy, so I will be praising God. I will be praising. I will be praising God. Yes, I'll be praising. I will be praising God. Through any storm, He held me in His arms. Brothers, keep on praying. Sisters, don't stop praying. Whenever you're not strong and think you need someone, look up to the Father. He will be there for you. He will never leave you, never ever let you down. While I live for His glory, I will be praising God. Yes, I live by His mercy, so I will be praising God. I will be praising. I will be praising God. 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 Yes, I'll be praising God. I will be praising God. I will be praising God. I will be praising God. As I walk through the valley, it's just me and my daddy. Whoa. He tells me, my child, don't you worry. He said, I got you, I got you. So that's why I'm telling you, while I live for His glory, I will be praising God. Yes, I live by His mercy, so I will be praising God. I will be praising. I will be praising God. Praising you. I will be praising God. I will be praising God. I will be praising God. Yes, I'll be praising God. I will be praising God. I know I say I saw me daddy like me. Praising. While I live for His glory, I will be praising God. Yes, I live by His mercy, so I will be praising God. I will be praising. I will be praising God. I will be praising. I will be praising